Okay, so I mentioned last week that we're going to be making some changes to the team. This is way too bright. There we go. It's a little bit better. So as you can see, I no longer have Asui and Samurott, and also, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my fan in the background. It is hotter than Satan's ball sack in my office, so there's not really much I can do about it, but I need to have some form of air. So, we ended up making some changes to the team. I'm not enjoying gouging fire, obviously, because I can't make it work for anything, so I wanted to drop that. But at the end of the day, it really does force a lot of prep, and something that I've not gotten good at over the years, but that I've previously done pretty well at doing. Good English, Kelly. Is kind of knowing what my opponent's going to bring and then forcing prep around that. So if any of you guys remember a while ago, I built a team that essentially had 3 Pokemon that were hard-walled by types, and then the rest of my draft took advantage of those types. So I've done this before, so I wanted to keep it because of that specifically, but I wanted to build and have a few offensive options that would still allow me to do that. So I kept my Ogerpon and my Iron Bundle, but I needed more bulk. I needed better bulk to support getting off little bits of chip damage, getting off statuses, things like that. So I needed to make some changes. So Hisuian, Samurott, and Florges are gone, along with Rotom and to be honest with you, don't even remember what I dropped the last one for. Glimmet for Pecharunt, Screamtail, which can Terra, which is huge because it's a very, 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 very fat Terra that is also super fast, so it's able to just do whatever it wants, along with Probopass that can Terra, which I'm not going to spoil anything, but I have some pretty fun ideas for that in future weeks. And more Peko because I wanted another spinner, and specifically I wanted an electric type. And I know that people are going to be like, is that really any of those things? Yes, it is. I have used more Peko in many ways in my time. So this week, week 3, we're going up against Game Dex. Hold on one second. So Game Dex's team is very, very interesting because it's a kind of ish rain team with no swift swimmers, but things that really like being in the rain, like Archaludon and Palafin and Regieleki, but nothing that really needs to be in the rain. I think if this team had a Kingdra, or if Seismitoad was in the game, something along those lines. If it had a swift swimmer to also take advantage of the screens plus the weather plus the hazards from Deoxys defense, I think this team could be broken. It's very, very good. Palafin plus Archaludon in the rain plus screens, very, very good. But looking at his team, there's very few things that they can actually do for Ogerpon. Ogerpon is a huge threat with SD. If I'm able to set up a Trailblaze, if I have any sort of recovery, anything like that, they really struggle against Ogerpon. So that's actually what I decided to build around this week was, oh, look at that. Why is it all screwed up? There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. And this. I actually decided to build around Ogerpon this week. I wanted to build around a very bulky, little bit speedy. This has enough speed for Archaludon, I believe. 285. I'm pretty sure that speed ties with max speed Archaludon, which I don't think it will be. I think it'll be modest. But it has enough bulk. I'm sorry, it has enough attack investment to be able to 2-hit KO. What is it? Enough attack investment to be able to 2-hit KO Landorus, Archaludon, Superior, pretty much everything with Brick Break. I'm also fully expecting screens. I think screens have to come this week. If they don't, I think that my opponent will struggle against some of my offense, much less my defense. But this is the win con. If I'm able to get this thing to pop off break down and chip down the Archaludon, because the main thing with Archaludon is you pretty much have to just trade HP. You have to be okay with him getting some of yours as long as you get some of his. So as long as I'm willing to do that, I think that this Pokemon will be really, really good, especially for setting up for my next Pokemon, which is Heavy Duty Boots Iron Bundle. Love this guy. Love this little guy. I think it is one of the easiest things to build around on a team. It is so easy to just be like, Boots Bundle. So fast. Enough speed for everything except for a Lecky, I believe. Freeze Dry, Flip Turn, Ice Beam, Hydro hits everything on the team pretty hard except for Deoxys Defense. And Deoxys Defense is actually a pretty big threat versus my team, but yeah, it can clean up super easily. It's also meant to be able to take on the Palafin a little bit. Even if it sets up bulk ups, I tank Jet Punches pretty well because of my base 114 defense. Next up is going to be Lucario. This one is kind of just like I needed a breaker. I needed something to be able to just break down at least a few members of the team, so that way this would have an easier job. So I went with Lucario, the typical SD Silk Scarf, extreme speed set, very standard, very standard, but I think it can actually break down the team pretty well, because with Inner Focus I avoid Intimidate from Intimidate on the Lando, and I also can't be flinched by a bunch of stuff. So I do really like this. Works out pretty well. Next up is going to be our check to bunches of stuff. Bunches of stuff, to be quite honest with you. This thing has enough speed. Screamtail has enough speed. It's Terra Steels, that way I can live Flash Cannons from Archaludon in case it's Specs. Then I can pretty much tank hits from it aside from Electro Shot, and at that point I can Encore disable him. This is also meant to be able to take on the Deoxys Defense a little bit. I can Encore, I can disable it, and then I can beat a 1v1. I wanted to run Perish Song. I really considered running Perish Song, but opted against that. I'd rather just make it struggle. But very good defensive pivot. Next up, we have Gliscor. U-turn, knockoff, spikes, and earthquake. If I'm able to get up rocks and spikes, my Ogerpon after a +2 sweeps. It does so good, and it lives a hit from an unbelievable amount of things, meaning that I can then just Horn Leech it right back up and be fine. So very strong Pokemon here, especially being able to get up spikes. Don't really care about this thing once I get up spikes, because the second I get up spikes and this thing goes down, I step on the gas. That's the goal for the week. And then last but not least, we have just your standard Spadef Pecharunt. This is there to be able to take on the likes of Regieleki specifically, because I wanted to be able to tank 2 Choice Specs Thunderbolts, as well as be able to spin block, so that way he can't get rid of my hazards, because keeping on my hazards is unbelievably important. But that is going to be the team. Let's go ahead and hop over to the team builder. Okay. So, a couple of things about the team that I'm super glad that I prepped for. Regieleki is here, which is a little scary, but not at the same time. Palafin is here. Part of me just wants to lead off with my Screamtail and get up my rocks. Because rocks are really good. And if he decides to lead off with Grimmsnarl to try to get up screens, or he leads off with Palafin, anything like that, I'm able to essentially live whatever hit I want. And if he goes into Pelipper, I can know immediately if it's Scarfed or offensive. Bundle has a literal field day with this team, especially in the rain. Oh man. Ogerpon also has a field day because he's Terra Ghost on his Archaludon. If I get up to +2, my Cudgel is doing 72 to 85. Splash Bro? Okay, that's fine. let's see your investment, brother. We'll go for a nice little Rockingtons. I don't know if Pelipper gets defog, actually. It does not. Great. So I should be able to prevent the spin for quite some time. The bridge, that's fine. So I think I have to go into my Gliscor. I think I have to go into my Gliscor. And I pretty much have to go for knock. If he goes for Flash Cannon, shouldn't do that much. Get my Toxic Orb activated and I'm good. I can get off a knockoff. If he goes for the what's it called? Okay, Flash Cannon, 37 to 44, 215. Did 39, so it looks like he's timid, max special attack. If he goes for Draco here, it does kill me. So I think what I have to do is I have to go back into my Screen Tail. If he's timid, there's a good chance he outspeeds me. Could be modest, not max investment. We'll just have to see. If he goes for Draco, that's good. If he goes for Flash Cannon, that's okay. But if he goes for a Dragon type move here, that's fine. I'm going to Encore him. He's going to withdraw. Okay. Lando. That's fine. Rocks. Or, it's lefties. Earthquake is doing 31 to 36. I kind of want to gauge this thing's investment. I'm going to Gleam first to see if I'm faster. If I am faster, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. Because if he goes for SD and I'm slower, I live a +2 Earthquake. I Encore him. I go into... Oh, okay. He goes back into the bridge. Does a little chippies. He has stamina, which is fine. I think he's... Nah, he's definitely AV. He's definitely AV. I kind of just have to go for this. If he goes for Draco, good play, but I don't think he will. He goes for the flash. Okay. And the rain is gone. Okay. I'm trying to think of what my best play is here because I went into Screamtail last time, so I think I'm at 127. I'm at 36%. Flash Cannon did 40 last time, so he can just click that for free. I'm going to try to knock off the AV, but I feel like him just clicking Flash Cannon here is a safe play. No, he switches out again. That's fine. This is good. This is very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Get rid of the light clay. Citrus berry. Interesting. I'm gonna set up a spike because I need to get the chippy. If he goes for taunt, that's fine. I click U-turn next turn, and then I drop in my Petra Runt, I think. Ice Punch. Good play. But I got up a spike. That's all I care about. Because now... Does my Lucario just set up and win? I mean, I don't think it wins. What's that Pokemon called? Grimmsnarl. If he's max attack Spirit Break, 53 to 63. Yeah. I mean, he has to be scared of... Right? Part of me just wants to SD. Because if I SD and he clicks a move... I get the SD off for free. Yeah, let's go for SD. Parting shot, that's fine. I'm still now at +1. I wish I was clear amulet. Oh, that would have been great. But it's okay because I'm at +1. If he goes into T. Yep. I think I have to go for the Terra Normal E-Speed because if he is bulky, it lives. If he is not bulky, it is a roll, but he doesn't kill me with EQ. If he's not offensive, he doesn't kill me with EQ. Yeah, this is what I do. Because if I don't kill and he kills me, fine. If I do kill, I claim at least 2 more. If he goes into Arch, a +1 E-Speed is doing 28, and then a neutral Meteor Mash into Terra Ghost is doing like 35 to 41. Draco's the only thing that can kill me. So let's see if this kills. Picks up the KO, baby. That's great. Lucario with his first E-Speed kill. Who would have thought? So I'm at +1 versus, let's say, Palafin. It dies after rocks. Non-hero form. Hero form lives. But it's going to take 2 rounds of a rock and a spike. Okay. He's going to Terra Ghost. He is 100% going to Terra Ghost this thing. He's at a little over 55. A +1 Meteor Mash is doing 53 to 63. Lucario, please, for the love of God, land this. If he's no investment, this is a roll. And Draco is the only thing that has a chance to kill me. Let's see. Meteor Mash lands. Oh, so close. I get the attack raise, though. That is huge. Does he Draco? Body press. That is one. I got the attack raise, Lucario. You just made up for everything. Now land this one. Lucario. Okay, listen here. Lucario, we have had a rocky start to this relationship, but I want you to know that I truly value everything that you've done for this team, and I value everything that you will continue to do for this team, because if you can just land this right now, oh buddy, if you could just land this right now, it would mean so much. Yes, Lucario. 1 HP from the body press. Was that a roll, or did that ever like actually kill me? Oof. That had a 93% chance to KO me, by the way. Oof. Stealth Rock Spike, do you die to extreme speed? I'm at +2. Max HP Grim Snarl drops. So I click E-Speed. Oh man. That is a feels Pepe if I've ever seen one. I do not deserve this win literally at all. Literally anything that is happening right now, not deserved. Not even a little bit deserved. Because all he has now is Pelipper. Which, Fizz Death, if it's Boots, lives. Which he should have gone out to that first. If it's not Fizz Death, or like Scarfed or something, it dies. If he goes into Aleki, it dies. Palafin? Palafin dies. I think I literally just click E-Speed 3 times. Maybe 4 on a switch out from this thing if he goes into physically defensive Pelipper. Oh my god. That was unbelievably stupid. And I kept him waiting for an hour. I don't deserve this. I feel bad. I feel bad. But at the same time, I missed a Meteor Mash week 1. Okay, this just drops. Unless it's Cheelon Berry, but it's not because that item would have already procced. Okay. So it literally just comes down to Pelipper. If Pelipper is Fizz Def, it lives. Unless it's Boots. Zoom, this thing definitely dies. That spike was so big from Gliscor. I click E-Speed. Shout out to Baja Blast. I swear, Baja Blast sometimes makes me feel like I could get my back Baja blasted out. It's so good. I don't know what they put in it, but whatever they do put in it, it's too good. Shout out to Lucario, man. Did it get all 6 kills? I think it did. And it is not Rocks, or it is not Boots. So, if it is fully Fizz Def, it is a roll. But he is not fully Fizz Def where I got the roll. GG's, my buddy. That roll, I can never complain about a roll for the rest of the season. Like, I just genuinely can't. But that was, wow. GG's to my homie. I'm sorry about that roll, dude. For those wondering, I'll put the exact number up on screen, but that was wild. That was a wild roll. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure you leave a like down below for me, and I will see you guys next week.